Hello, my amazing club members, and a massive welcome back to the English Speaking and Listening Club. I'm so glad you've joined me for this session. Today we're tackling a question that I receive almost every single day in the comments and in our live chats. It's a question that sounds almost too good to be true. People ask me, is it really possible to learn English while I'm sleeping? Can I just listen to a recording at night and wake up fluent? I totally understand why this idea is so appealing. We're all so busy. Finding dedicated, focused time for English practice can be a real challenge. The thought of making progress while you rest is incredibly tempting. Well, today, we're going to dive deep into the science and the strategy behind this concept. We will separate the realistic hopes from the unrealistic hype. And most importantly, I'm going to give you a practical, step-by-step plan for how you can use your sleep to dramatically enhance your English speaking and listening skills. This isn't about magic. It's about using smart, brain-friendly techniques to accelerate your learning. So get comfortable and let's begin. First, let's start with a story. I want to tell you about a member of our club. Let's call her Chloe. Chloe was a very motivated learner, but she had a demanding job and a young family. Her only quiet time was late at night when everyone was asleep, and by then she was just too tired for active study. She felt stuck. She started listening to a very gentle, slow-paced audio of common English dialogues as she fell asleep. She used headphones and a sleep timer. She didn't try to actively pay attention. In fact, her goal was to fall asleep to the sound of the calming English voice. After about 3 weeks, she sent me a message that just said, "Something weird is happening." She explained that she was in a supermarket, and she suddenly thought in perfect English, "I need to find the dairy aisle." This was a phrase from her sleep audio. Later that week, during one of our club's guided speaking sessions, when asked for her opinion, the phrase, "Well, to be perfectly honest," flowed out of her mouth without any effort. She hadn't memorized it consciously. Her brain had absorbed the rhythm, the vocabulary, and the context through repeated, relaxed exposure during her sleep. Chloe's story perfectly illustrates the real power of sleep learning. It's not about learning new things from scratch, but about reinforcing and cementing what you've already been exposed to, making it readily available when you need to speak or listen. So, what is the actual science behind this? Can your brain learn like a sponge while you're unconscious? The direct answer is no, you cannot ingest brand new, complex information. You won't wake up understanding the subjunctive mood if you've never studied it. However, and this is a huge however, sleep is not a period of mental inactivity. It's a period of intense and crucial brain maintenance. During deep sleep, your brain is busy with a process called memory consolidation. Think of your brain like a busy office. During the day, while you're awake and learning, you're gathering lots of information and piling it on your desk. This is your short-term memory. It's messy and disorganized. When you sleep, the night crew comes in. This crew's job is to tidy up. They take the important documents from the desk, the new English words you learned, the grammar rule you practiced, the sound of a native speaker's sentence, and they file them away neatly into the big, organized filing cabinets of your long-term memory. At the same time, they throw away the junk mail, the unimportant details of your day. This process is absolutely vital for language learning. Sleep is when your brain strengthens the neural pathways related to the skills you've been practicing. It's making those connections more efficient and automatic. This is why a good night's sleep after a language lesson is just as important as the lesson itself. So, while you can't learn new things, you can absolutely use sleep to make the things you have learned stick much, much better. Now, let's get into the practical part. How can we, as a dedicated speaking and listening club, actively use this to our advantage? I'm going to give you a clear, simple, and effective 4-step nighttime reinforcement routine. This routine is designed to work with your brain's natural sleep cycles, not against them. Step 1. The evening preview, the active ingredient. This is the most critical step. You must give your brain something to work with. About 30-60 minutes before you plan to sleep, spend just 10-15 minutes in active but calm English study. This could be reviewing the vocabulary from our last club session, reading a short, simple article out loud, listening to one of our club's podcast episodes and shadowing, repeating after the speaker. This active engagement tells your brain, this is important. Please prioritize this during the consolidation process tonight. Step 2. Create a relaxing environment. As you get ready for bed, signal to your brain that it's time to wind down. Dim the lights, put your phone on Do Not Disturb, and make your room as dark and quiet as possible. This helps you transition into deep restorative sleep, which is where the best consolidation happens. Step 3. The sleep time audio, the passive reinforcement. This is the key. As you lie down in bed and close your eyes, play your chosen audio, but it must be the right kind of audio. It should be material you've already heard. It should be a review, not an introduction to new content. The dialogue Chloe used was one she had listened to briefly during the day. Slow and clear. The speaker should be calm and easy to understand, not fast and excited. Positive and practical. Focus on high-frequency phrases and vocabulary that you will actually use. Set a timer. Always use a sleep timer for 30-45 minutes. You only need the audio playing as you are falling asleep, which is when your brain is most receptive to this kind of input. Playing it all night can disrupt your sleep quality and be counterproductive. Step 4. The morning recall, the activation. When you wake up, try to actively recall the material you listened to. Before you even get out of bed, try to remember one or two of the phrases. Say them out loud. This simple act of retrieval strengthens the memory even further and helps transfer it from a passive memory to an active skill you can use in speaking. The benefits of this routine are incredible. Firstly, you'll experience dramatically improved vocabulary recall. Words and phrases will simply come to you more easily when you're in a conversation. Secondly, your listening comprehension and pronunciation will improve. By falling asleep to the clear, calm sounds of English, you are subtly training your ear to recognize the rhythm, intonation, and melody of the language. This is priceless for your speaking fluency. Finally, you'll build a positive psychological connection with English. Instead of associating it only with the pressure of tests and grammar rules, you'll also link it to a state of deep relaxation and comfort. This reduces speaking anxiety and makes the whole learning process more enjoyable. My dear club members, think of this not as a way to avoid hard work, but as a way to supercharge the hard work you are already doing. It's the secret ingredient that ensures the effort you put in during our club sessions and during your personal study time doesn't go to waste. You are building a powerful 24-hour learning cycle, active practice while you're awake, and powerful consolidation while you sleep. I want to challenge you to a 21-night sleep challenge. For the next 3 weeks, commit to this nighttime reinforcement routine. Pick your audio. It could be a replay of one of our club's listening exercises, and follow the steps. Keep a small journal by your bed, and each morning just jot down one word or phrase you remember. I am absolutely confident that after 21 nights, you will be amazed at how much more confident and quick your English recall has become. If you're ready to take your English to the next level, even in your sleep, let me know in the comments with a "I'm in." And if you found this guide helpful, The best way to support the club is to hit that subscribe yo button and ring the ball notification bell so you never miss one of our speaking or listening sessions. Thank you so much for being a vital part of our community. Keep speaking, keep listening, and have a wonderful, productive night's sleep.